Little Apex 20RB X-Ray here at HaylettRV of Coldwater, Michigan. Hybrid camper. Obviously, the hybrid beds are not open. It was just a little bit too cold today. You know, the hybrid materials are far more susceptible to heat expansion and contraction than the hard-sided materials the rest of the trailer is composed of. And I didn't want to risk stretching and ripping or blowing out a seam because this thing is in such pristine condition, and I don't want to take the chance of damaging something just for a good-looking photo shoot that then you have to deal with fixing later. It just wasn't worth it. A lot of good stuff going on. We're an Apex dealer, so this is a product I have a ton of respect for and something I like personally. This is also one of the 50th anniversary editions, which had a couple little extra gimme upgrades on those. And as far as I can see, every single thing that was present at the factory level is still here today. Something that oh, by the way, if you're ever curious if we have it in stock or what we're asking, there's a link in the video's description to help you out there. 4,115 pounds, and both front and rear beds have the nice, you know, positive latch system on these. So even though, like, those are unlocked right now, they don't want to tend to bounce open in transit. It's also more secure than just a traditional, like, pressure latch system because you can actually lock it. Notice the windows do open for ventilation, both those, nicely UV tinted as well. Good looking aluminum wheels. I mean, the whole thing cosmetically is just an ace shape. You can still see, you know, you can see that the graphics aren't peeled. You can see the reflectivity on that skin. This is a late model, low use thing. Long story short, the family was just ready to upgrade to something fully hard-sided. They had just run to the end of their hybrid camping days, and they're ready to get something all enclosed, essentially. This is a fully aluminum framed laminated product. Aluminum framework in the floor, walls, ceiling, everywhere, including lamination, including the slide-out sidewalls. So it is a well-built, well-constructed, rock-solid little critter. Even a nice little power awning over here for just, you know, easy summertime setup and use. Outside, it's very simple, and part of the reason is they have a little bit longer slide on this than many similar floor plans. And I kind of wondered that when I saw it from the outside. I went, man, either the camper's slightly smaller than some of the others, or the slide out is slightly bigger. And the moment I stepped inside, I realized it's a bigger slide out because it does have the full U-shaped dinette versus just a 2-bench dinette. We'll get there in a minute. So it's a super slide model. It starts with that sofa over there. It comes all the way over here across the dinette, including those cross breeze windows right there. Bonus storage above the slide because there's no such thing as too much storage. And like I said, fully laminated. It is a full walk-on roof, by the way. It is well insulated for a hybrid. That's the caveat there. Solid little camper. Let me turn on an extra light here just a second to get back in this corner. I didn't bring out a battery box. So you can kind of get an idea. There's actually some really good storage back here. You can see you've got this shelf pantry, then just a big closet back there. Easy to get to some of these little cubbies too, by the way. And there are little bunk light fans. You can see that little white thing down there. Those are the fans and the lights that help keep air circulating through the bed ends down there. Private, small, effective little bathroom. And you'll notice the whole thing is carpetless. And where they did a good job is because this is an above floor slide out. They didn't have to put carpet in the slide. They did a really good job on this model. Foot flush stool, so you don't need your face near your business. And something I've learned to look for is I start looking around like sinks and, you know, in the shower and whatnot, and I say, you know, do they keep this clean? Because the answer here is an unequivocal yes. Nice skylight and power vent fan, by the way, so you get good lighting in here, especially when you're dry camping, so it's one less room you have to use, you know, your battery power on. And I'll say, the kitchen in here, this has a pretty generous kitchen setup. Very nice pantry. Full 6 cubic foot fridge freezer over here. You know, the idea behind this camper is you could easily sleep 4. You could maybe sleep up to 6. I don't know, if you're going to get cute, 7-ish. You got to be able to feed all these people. In this camper, you can. You see, we've got plenty of cabinet space. Remember that pantry over there? Great lower space, including a triple drawer set here. Now, something that these are good for even still today is whether it's the dining table, whether it's this countertop or anything, it's all a sealed edge waterproof countertop so that water can't seep in there and cause soft spots. Then couple that up here with the stone cast sink. you can hear the difference between stone cast and plastic. If you're sitting here boiling water, which, let me take a look. Yeah, they never use the stove ever. If you are boiling water over here, you can pour boiling water in the sink and it doesn't melt because it's not plastic or composite, as people like to try to call it. You know, a snake oil salesman calls a plastic sink a composite sink. That's something you have to watch out for. They're going to try to dress things up with little white lies. I'd rather just shoot you straight. There's nothing wrong with a plastic camper sink. You just can't pour hot water into it like you can this. It's also far less impact resistant. Now, you see, too, this has a nice wide footprint and feel to it, and that's this slide out over here doing its job for you. Now, this looks like a very hard stop visual breakpoint. Remember, that's a bed. There's a bed out the front and the rear. Again, it was just a little too cold for me to take the chance to damage the bed material. I did not want to do that to you. All original electronics still present and accounted for. The TV actually can kind of swing out. You can see that it's strapped down for transit right here. You know, AM, FM, CD, DVD player, so your entertainment needs are met. This is a great camper. I mean, this is a great go out, have a good time family camper. 4,115 pounds. That's potentially SUV towable. Depends on your rig, obviously. But, you know, SUV, small truck towable, and obviously if you have a half ton of any variety, you can take this thing anywhere and everywhere without question or hesitation. And, I mean, I should have pointed this out sooner, obviously. But previous owners put the common little bubble levels on here. I mean, geez, that's got to be worth, I don't know, $4,000 or so? Maybe my estimation is high. Anyway, give us a call. 800-256-5196, HaylettRV of Coldwater, Michigan. Take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping.